The time is precisely 6:15 p.m. This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. News edited by Dulmin Samrasinghe and read by Chandima Veerakon. Headlines. Members have been appointed to the Colombo Port Economic Commission. It has been revealed that there is no radioactive material in the debris of the Express Pearl ship. Contract of the Olympus company has been cancelled for delaying Central Expressway constructions. The Working Committee of the United National Party unanimously decides to appoint its leader Ranil Wickremesinghe to the National List parliamentary seat. In news overseas, scientists say the UK is in early stages of third COVID-19 wave. In sports, Copa America tournament left without hosts after Argentina removed. Local stories in detail. Members have been appointed to the Colombo Port City Economic Commission. The President's Media Division said that President Gotabaya Rajapaksa made the appointments. President's Counsel Gamini Marapana is the chairman of the commission. Treasury Secretary S.R. Artigala, Secretary to the Ministry of Water Supply Dr. Priyath Bandhu Wickrama, former chairman of the Board of Investment Thalia Wickramasuriya, Oral Corporation Chairman Kushan Kodituakku, Managing Director of the Mercantile Investment and Finance Company Gerard Ondanche, and Chairman of McLaren's Group Rohan De Silva are members of the Commission. It has been revealed that there is no radioactive material in the debris of the Express Pearl ship. It has been confirmed by the Sri Lanka Atomic Energy Regulatory Commission. Director General of the Commission, Anil Ranjit, said the decision was taken after examining the external radioactive levels of the debris. Highways Minister Johnston Fernandes said the Cabinet gave approval to remove a construction company named Olympus, affiliated to former UNP Minister Daya Gamage, from the construction of the second phase of the Central Expressway for their deliberate delay amounting to sabotage. He said a construction company owned by former Minister Gamage was awarded the contract to construct the second phase of the Central Expressway from Mirigama to Pothuhara. The company kept delaying its work, and the ministry had repeatedly requested them to complete their work, but to no avail. He said they cannot open the section from Mirigama to Kurunagala without completing the construction of that section. Minister Fernandes said, as per the terms of the contract between the ministry and the company has very few options when the company deliberately delayed the process. The Working Committee of the United National Party has decided to appoint former Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe to the National List parliamentary seat it is entitled to following the previous general election. Chairman of the party, former MP Wajra Abewardena, said that it was approved unanimously by the Working Committee, which met at Sirikota Party headquarters at 4 p.m. today. This news comes to you from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. Police spokesman DIG Ajit Rohana said an assistant superintendent of police has been transferred for allowing to organise Kurunagala Mayor Tushara Sanjeeva's birthday celebration at the Kurunagala police premises. Meanwhile, Inspector General of Police C.D. Vikramaratne has ordered to initiate an inquiry onto the birthday party held along with a Pirit chanting ceremony violating COVID-19 prevention regulations. While Chennai police have arrested 2 individuals for illegally transporting liquor valuing over 17 million rupees this morning. Police media spokesman DIG Ajit Rohana said they have been arrested at the Ridhi Thanna roadblock in Vala, Chennai. Aviation and Export Zones Development State Minister D.V. Chanaka said, although the airport will be open from 1st June, people who have been in Vietnam for 14 days will not be allowed to enter the country temporarily. He said this temporary ban will also apply on those who had transited at the Vietnam airport and who had visited the country for tourism within the past 14 days. He added that the decision was taken due to the spread of hybrid versions of the COVID virus in Vietnam. Measures are in place to provide facilities to the Buddhist monks who are facing difficulties with travel restrictions. Secretary to the Ministry of Buddha Sasana, Religious and Cultural Affairs Ministry, Kapila Gunawardena, said that information on temples which are facing difficulties is being gathered now. He said that steps will be taken to provide essential food items to the temples which are facing hardships. Minister Namal Rajapaksa says that Sri Lanka is in the 4th place globally in vaccination. Vaccination programs are implemented successfully at several districts at present. The best method to control the spread of the virus is vaccination. The minister said that the government is of the view that priority should be given to vaccination to prevent the spread of the virus. Minister Namal Rajapaksa mentioned this while opening the Intermediate COVID Treatment Centre at Bandaragama Millania Halthota Regional Hospital. The government has requested mobile sales vehicles to provide vegetables and fruits at fair prices to the people. State Minister Shashindra Rajapaksa pointed out that implementing of control prices becomes easy when traders are honest. The State Minister mentioned this while on an observation tour of the Nuwara Eliya Special Economic Centre. To end the local news, the headlines again. Members have been appointed to the Colombo Port Economic Commission. It has been revealed that there is no radioactive material in the debris of the Express Pearl ship. Contract of the Olympus company has been cancelled for delaying Central Expressway constructions. The Working Committee of the United National Party unanimously decides to appoint its leader, Ranil Wickremesinghe, to the National List parliamentary seat. That ends local news.
A mother knows the pain of each member of the family. Siddhalepa, the trusted relief for aches and pains.
An effective therapy for relief from cold, sneezing, flu, headaches, swelling due to toothaches, rheumatic, discomforts, and muscular aches and pains. Siddhalepa, the Veda Mahatmya in every home.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Veda Mahatmya.
On the main news story, deployment of army motorcycle squads has been increased to arrest persons who are violating travel restrictions and quarantine regulations. The groups who are arrested by them are handed over to the nearest police station. Army spokesman Brigadier Nilantha Premaratna said that the security program is implemented throughout the day from 6 a.m. That ends the main news story.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Veda Mahatmya. Brush your teeth twice a day for healthy teeth and gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, your trusted brands in oral care for many years.
Supiriviki Ayurvedic toothpaste for adults. Kakulu Ayurvedic toothpaste for kids. 9 Ayurvedic ingredients of Supiriviki will protect your teeth and strengthen your gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, products from Siddhalepa.
Moving on to Watch Light, police media spokesman DIG Ajit Rohana says that strict legal action will be taken against heads of organizations and employees who misuse permission given to travel during travel restrictions. He said that certain heads of organizations have given permission letters for services that are not essential. He further said that the offenders can be subjected to a maximum prison term of 5 years. That ends Watch Light. We move on to the world news. The headlines. Scientists say the UK is in early stages of the third COVID-19 wave. Child malnutrition in Haiti surges amid pandemic and crime. China allows couples to have 3 children. A scientist advising the government has said there are signs the UK is in the early stages of a third wave of coronavirus infections. Professor Ravi Gupta from the University of Cambridge said, although new cases were relatively low, the Indian variant had caused exponential growth. He said ending COVID restrictions in England on 21st June should be postponed. Environment Secretary George Justice said the government could not rule out a delay to the planned lockdown easing. UNICEF says severe acute childhood malnutrition is expected to more than double this year in Haiti amid the pandemic, rising crime and low resources. The UN agency said more than 86,000 children under the age of 5 could be affected, compared to 41,000 last year. Haiti is the poorest country in the Americas, and more than 60% of its population lives in poverty. China has announced that it will allow couples to have up to 3 children after census data showed a steep decline in birth rates. China scrapped its decades-old one-child policy in 2016, replacing it with a 2-child limit, which has failed to lead to a sustained upsurge in births. The cost of raising children in cities has deterred many Chinese couples. The latest move was approved by President Xi Jinping in a Politburo meeting. To end the world news, the headlines again. Scientists say the UK is in early stages of third COVID-19 wave. Child malnutrition in Haiti surges amid pandemic and crime. China allows couples to have 3 children. That ends world news. On development news, the Sri Lanka Export Development Board is implementing an assistance scheme to enable farmers and processors in Sri Lanka to obtain organic certification as per the Sri Lanka Organic Standard. The certificates will be issued by the certification institutes accredited by the Sri Lanka Accreditation Board. This initiative intends to promote the national organic standard among small farmers. That ends development news.
Sports News is brought to you by...
When Aya bought a motorbike, he bought 2 helmets. So sweet of him. I'm sure the other one is for me.
In whatever we do, we Sri Lankans are always thinking of others. When we get Munchie Super Cream Crackers, they're not just for ourselves. Munchie Super Cream Cracker. Super kiyanne nikan neve.
And on sports news, the 2021 Copa America has been left without a host less than 2 weeks before it starts after Argentina was stripped of the tournament. Argentina was originally set to co-host with Colombia, who were removed on 20th May after protest in the country. The South American Football Confederation said Argentina has been removed because of the present circumstances. The country is currently experiencing a surge in COVID-19 cases. Opposition to the tournament had grown both inside and outside Argentina's government. That ends sports news.
My wife always sets a full lunch table, even if it's just the 2 of us. She always expects people to drop by, like maybe the army.
In whatever we do, we Sri Lankans are always thinking of others. When we get Munchie Super Cream Crackers, they're not just for ourselves. Munchie Super Cream Cracker. Super kiyanne nikan neve.
Contributory deposit of 1,000 rupees from NSB when your child enters grade 1. Open a Hapan Children's Service account for your kid today. Higher interest. Conditions apply. Business News. Sponsored by National Savings Bank. The safest place for your money.
John Keel's Holdings has indicated that its future investment cycle would entail the development of Colombo Port's West Container Terminal. The company is estimating $70 to $80 million investments during the terminal's 4-year construction horizon as a party which holds significant equity share in the tripartite project. That ends Business News.
Business News. Sponsored by National Savings Bank. The safest place for your money. Contributory deposit of 1,000 rupees from NSB when your child enters grade 1. Open a Hapan Children's Service account for your kid today. Higher interest. Conditions apply.
Economic news. Courtesy of...
I bought my daughter a laptop for her work by managing my finances. Whatever the expenses may be, I can't afford to miss out on life's special moments like her birthday or our anniversary. So you need to invest to make your family's future flourish.
Saving money isn't easy when you have responsibilities. That's why we promise to give you the best returns and guarantee on your investment. LOLC Finance Fixed Deposits. Maximize your savings. LOLC Finance PLC, incorporated on the 13th of December 2001, is rated SLA stable by ICRA Lanka Limited and is licensed by the Monetary Board of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka under the Finance Business Act No. 42 of 2011.
And on economic news, Sri Lanka's rural road network will receive an upgrade in the coming months, with the government having signed a $200 million loan agreement recently with the Asian Development Bank. The new loan agreement to support the rollout of the second integrated road investment program will continue the assistance of ADB to upgrade Sri Lanka's rural road network, connecting vast rural populations to jobs and services. That ends economic news.
I bought my daughter a laptop for her work by managing my finances. Whatever the expenses may be, I can't afford to miss out on life's special moments like her birthday or our anniversary. So you need to invest to make your family's future flourish.
Saving money isn't easy when you have responsibilities. That's why we promise to give you the best returns on your investment. LOLC Finance Fixed Deposits. Maximize your savings. LOLC Finance PLC, incorporated on the 13th of December 2001, is rated SLA stable by ICRA Lanka Limited and is licensed by the Monetary Board of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka under the Finance Business Act number 42 of 2011.
Weather report was sponsored by
Dialogue, in partnership with the Ministry of Education, introduces Nanasa, a trilingual educational mobile app with video-based lessons for grade 1 to A levels. Now your child can study with ease on your mobile with no subscription fee.
And finally, on the weather report, the Met Department says several spells of showers will occur in western, Sabaragamuwa and central provinces and in Galle and Matra districts. Showers or thundershowers may occur at a few places in Uva province and Ampara and Batiklo districts during the evening or at night. Wind speed can be increased up to 40 km per hour at times in western slopes of the Central Hills, northwestern and north central provinces and in Hambantota and Trincomalee districts. That ends the weather report.
Weather report was sponsored by
Dialogue, in partnership with the Ministry of Education, introduces Nanasa, a trilingual educational mobile app with video-based lessons for grade 1 to A levels. Now your child can study with ease on your mobile with no subscription fee.
And to end this bulletin of news, the headlines again. Members have been appointed to the Colombo Port Economic Commission. It has been revealed that there is no radioactive material in the debris of the Express Pearl ship. Contract of the Olympus company has been cancelled for delaying Central Expressway constructions. The Working Committee of the United National Party unanimously decides to appoint its leader Ranil Wickremesinghe to the National List parliamentary seat. In news overseas, scientists say the UK is in early stages of the third COVID-19 wave. In sports, Copa America tournament left without host after Argentina removed. With that, we conclude this bulletin of news from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.